As the youngest in my family, there's always a gap between my siblings and I. My sister and I had an 8-year age difference, and growing up, we never really had anything in common. As one would guess, this made me feel very lonely in my house, as my only companions were my 2 cats, Iva and Igor. But that is until I discovered reading. As a 6-year-old little girl reading picture books under her makeshift tent to a 16-year-old reading young adult fantasy under the shining sun, my love for reading is constant and transcending my daily life. It's been the one thing that I cherish day by day. Hello, my name is Nurhana Khadeja Binti Nur Sazli from SMK Pasir Gudang. Before we begin, I'd like to tell you a little something about myself, especially my curricular achievements. One of my proudest achievements was being awarded second runner-up at an international level convention regarding eco-school. There, I was also personally praised by the head judges for my eloquence and fluency. On top of that, I am also the assistant head of the Student Leader Board organization at my school. Now, there are many books that I am fond of, but the one book that had an everlasting impact on me was Circe by Madeline Miller. Here is a quick overview of Circe. Circe is a spellbinding journey through the realms of Greek mythology, weaving together elements of fantasy, adventure, and the profound sense of human emotion. In this book, Miller paints a new life of Circe, who before this is just a mere tale, a minor role that has a minor role in Greek mythology. Miller paints through a new life for Circe, turning her from a mere footnote in the epics of Homer to her own independent character, whose journey is as adventurous as it is profound. Now, before I tell you about this story, I will share with you what I will be talking about. There are 3 main components of my review. 1, the main theme. 2, the strength of the novel. And 3, my personal takeaways. The main theme of Circe is empowerment and self-discovery. Circe, born the daughter of the sun god Helios and the nymph Perse, is an outsider from the start. Struggling to find her place amongst the gods and goddesses, she is often marginalized and mocked for her mortal-like voice and empathetic nature. Because of this, she was exiled into the island of Aia, where she discovers her latent powers of witchcraft. It is here, in solitude and exile, that she begins to forge her own path and build a name for herself. Not to forget, the novel also is about womanhood and her battle with the patriarchy. Circe struggles with a generational struggle with men, where she is constantly faced with abominations from men all throughout her life, from her father to her brother, her first love, and even her son. Her struggle with men transcends generation from beginning of her life. Next, the novel's greatest strength lies in Miller's captivating writing, which vividly transforms life into ancient Greece. From the sun-drenched shores of Aia to the upland halls of Mount Olympus, Miller paints a profound sense. Miller paints a bygone era of bigger-than-life heroes, timeless mortal dilemmas, and mythical creatures. From her writing, readers are instantly hooked with a sense of adventure and wonder of this new world that they are exploring, making each turn more interesting than the from before. It's quite disheartening for me to read a story where women are often dehumanized. Even in ancient stories, women are painted in this harsh light, making them too reliable on men for her own. Through this depiction, a profound question lies deep within it. How is it that even in mythology, a sort of mythical, magical world, are women treated this way? How is it normal that women used to be treated this way by society? How they are constantly in control of a man and not being able to make her own decisions? Is it that hard to believe that a woman is fully capable to make her own decisions and be her own person? While reading this, a sense of anger, fills through me. How is it fair that women are treated this way? What happened that made the world that way? But also a sense of privilege on how I am not living in that world, how blessed I am to be born in a time and place where I can make my own decision and not have my entire life dictated by another person. That anger that I mentioned earlier has now turned into a sense of empowerment for me to inspire other females around me. At school, as a student leader, I try to do my best in empowering other women, other girls my age, into exceeding both academically and in extracurricular activities, doing my part to inspire and support them. In conclusion, Miller's magical words and her powerful thinking made me think more of my life, makes me more privileged, and made me have a whole new world inside that I look into. With that, I would say that this book is a must-read, even whether you're a Greek mythology fan or not, or just simply love a good tale about adventure and self-preservation. Circe is a must-read that will linger in your mind even after the final page is turned.